Welcome back, everybody, with us here on Sport Federation TV. Nice to have you with us. Right, so if you have just joined us, you'll know we've managed to speak about Western Cape cycling on a number of occasions. So many different sport codes in Western Cape cycling, and one of the codes is, of course, BMX. Western Cape BMX has been doing amazing. Back in studio with me, Francois. Nice to have you back, man.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
How's the world of BMX going in the province?
Well, in the province, I think we're doing well. For this year, as far, we've been doing great. And we've got the SA Champs coming up 27, 28, 29 of September.
Tell me a little bit about the build-up to the SA Champs since the last time I saw you.
So since the last time I was here, we had the SA Nationals in Giba Gorge in Durban.
Yeah.
And that was a big eye-opener for some of the Western Cape riders with having difficulty level tracks, much more difficult than we've got. And then at our side, Zone 7 had to redo their track to be able to host SA Champs.
Really?
Yes, and they went all the way.
So tell me a little, what does that mean? When you say they went all the way and they had to redo things, are you talking about the jumps and the width and the gravel? And
yeah, it's basically the jumps and the technicality of the track. So predominantly in South Africa, our tracks is much more easier than for the rest of the world. And we're trying to get to world standards, and slowly but surely. And now this one coming up, I think is the best, the most technical track that we've got in the Western Cape when they are done.
Of course, we just finished with the Olympics now. I suppose the energy is quite high. People have been looking at the Olympics and going, well, we need to get to that level.
Yes, definitely. I think that's what you watch Worlds and you watch the Olympics, that's what spikes it. We've had a whole couple of kids wanting to become part of the sport after the Olympics.
Yeah.
I take it from other sport codes, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So yes, that's what we strive for.
Yeah. So how do they come? How do they join if they want to join, or what do they need?
Well, they can just go on the Cycling SA website.
Yeah.
Click on BMX. All the registered clubs are there. You pick the one closest to you. Contact the person. Contact there, the chairman, whoever, and then just send yourself
Sign up.
Sign up.
So from your Durban event, obviously you had a championships there. How much time from that event to this event, and what do the guys do in between?
That was a difficult one for the Western Cape. Like you know, we've had some serious rain, weather issues, and this is an outside sport.
Yeah.
And you cannot do BMX when it is raining or the track's wet. So it's basically from school holiday to school holiday. So the last one was in June, school holiday. The next one now is in September. So it's the 3 months in between.
Yeah.
So we, as Western Cape, decided to move our winter racing to Klippen's pump track, which is starred, to upskill and keep the kids fit, or the riders, must I say, fit, and up the skill level a little bit, because it's controlled, it's tarred. So it's easier, and I think that was a great initiative, and I think it worked out well. So they've been training even though the weather was not that great.
So that's quite an interesting story, considering the weather in Cape Town, especially Cape Town, well, call it the coastal regions within the Western Cape, has been very difficult for most sport codes. Facilities have been washed out, they can't get the fields right, they couldn't get the lights right. I'm assuming then the gravel tracks all got washed away, am I right?
There was heavy damage to most of the tracks in the Western Cape.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just rain, it was flooding. But I'll tell you that the club of Zone 7, they went through a lot of trouble trying to build a worldwide quality track in this weather conditions. It's not easy.
What does that mean when they're busy building a track? What kind of activities are they doing? Is it bulldozers or is it people with spades?
It's from bulldozers to excavators to people with spades, little bobcats. I mean, it's a lot of ground, soil that you need to move.
Yeah.
And obviously, when it's that wet, you can't work.
Yeah.
And they can't even move the soil around.
Yeah.
So when that is done, when it dries out, now this heap of soil needs to be shaped into something that's a proper jump and a safe jump.
Yeah.
To be able to do so, it takes a lot of work.
Is there a sort of an international standard or a map or a plan that they have to work on?
No, yeah, there's a guideline,
A
to
guideline.
the minimum requirements for a track, for provincial and international level. And from there on, it's like they see who can build the biggest, best, techiest track. And
Right.
the only thing that makes is it makes the riders just so much more experienced.
Yeah. You've got the SA Champs coming up now at Zone 7
That's
here on the N7. Tell us a little bit about that. When, and is it open to the public? How many days?
Okay, so the week before, the SA Championship is 27, 28, 29 of September. It's open to everybody, anybody of the public that want to come and watch. There will be a small entry fee daily to enter, and the build-up is from that week Monday, where all riders from across the country will start coming in, start training, because you need to come and work out this track. You need to figure out the fastest way around it.
Yeah.
So they will be using that 4 days to do that, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday's the champ of champs. That's the
Sunday,
big one.
the big day.
That's the big one.
So did the guys have they have an opportunity to practice on the track before the first day of competition on the 27th?
Yes.
Yeah.
In this sport, it's a must. Because, like I said, you need to physically work out, because the jumps, the gaps between the jumps. Do you want to jump it, roll it, manual it? You need to figure out the fastest, safest way for yourself to get around this track. So yeah, it's actually quite important.
What time of the day does the event normally start for the athletes and the spectators?
It starts nice and early. I think the first gates drop at about 9.
Yeah.
Well, 9,
That's
half
what you
past
guys
9.
call dropping the gates.
Yes.
It's not the public access gates.
No. Sorry, that's the first race. Let's put it that way. Starts around about 9:30, 10.
Yeah.
And the Saturday, it's a whole day. It's what we call a double header. So they're racing 2 races.
Yeah.
So it's three motors and a final. 3 motors and a final. That's to say, if there's no semi-finals in between.
Yeah.
That's a whole day worth of racing. And then Sunday, it's once again, it will be from 10 till about 1 or 2.
So for spectators that want to arrive, is there entry fee? Is there snacks and tuck shops and?
Yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be a nice festival.
Yeah.
We're quite excited. There will be an entry fee. I'm guessing it's somewhere between 15 and 100 rand. I'm not 100% sure yet.
Yeah.
There will be food stalls, drink vendors, everything there. You don't have to bring anything with, and then come and enjoy a very spectacular day. I can promise that much.
And people coming from all around the country. Which provinces are you guys expecting?
Predominantly it's Durban and Johannesburg.
Yeah.
And just to include there, that will be the first completed pro line also. So you'll have the elites from across the country jumping those high pro line jumps. Right. And that is really spectator worthy.
Tell us a little bit about what is a pro line jump?
So for the normal kiddies to run about the 17 to 24-year-old, they ride the novice and expert class. They've got the challenge line. On your second straight, you've got an easier line.
Yeah.
Then right next to the second straight, the second straight's got big jumps with big gaps in between.
Yeah.
And only the elite riders from across the country ride that racing line.
What comes next for the athletes after this event? I mean, obviously, you've got different divisions, different categories, and you'll walk away from this. You walk away as the champion of South Africa. You walk away with the actual overall title.
Yes.
What comes next for these athletes?
Well, the big thing for this is to get your place for your provincial. So BMX works a little bit different, and then you want to make the team for AFCONs.
Yeah.
Which is normally this year was like in April. Normally it was in September. So you need to do good and show to BMX that you are here and you mean business, to be able to get the place in the team to go to AFCONs. It's normally in Zimbabwe.
And you could potentially be representing South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah.
So AFCONs is the stepping stone to, for instance, the Olympics.
Yeah.
And so forth. So yes, you need to be a top contender at AFCONs.
Franco, we're going to leave it at that. So South African Championships, 27, 28, 29 September, happening at Zone 7, here on the N7 in Cape Town. And it's open to the public. Everyone can come and watch. Great stuff. We look forward to seeing you guys maybe before that even, but if not, lots of pictures and videos.
No, we'll send it, and please come and make a turn. I promise you it will be worth your while.
Yeah, fantastic. Right, there we go, folks. We can't wait for that. South African National BMX Championships happening at Zone 7. And look out for our Western Cape athletes. They're going to be competing there. Our very best. We'll see you after the break. Don't go away.